George!
Ah! Don't do that!
I've been waiting by the elevator for God's sake. Come on!
He's gone.
Who's gone?
The dead guy.
Where is he?
I don't know.
Well, you had to put him somewhere.
No.
For safekeeping or something.
No, I went to grab the blanket and he was gone.
You can't just lose a dead body.
I went to grab the blanket. You went out to catch the elevator. I couldn't have been more than a minute.
George.
Mr. Willey, less than a minute. You went out to catch the elevator. I went to grab the blanket. That's it.
George.
Mr. Willey, I'm sorry.
George, what have you done?
I haven't done anything.
Well, he's back where he was an hour ago.
I assure you, Mr. Willey, the last time I saw him, he was in that wheelchair, in your sunglasses, and Al's wedding suit.
Well, then somebody's onto us.
Onto us?
And George, I smell blackmail.
Do you?
Well, why would anyone put him back there? Why not call the police or hotel security?
You know I should have just stayed home with Mother.
Oh, don't bring her to this. Come on.
What? What are you doing?
It's back to plan A.
Plan A?
Ashburn.
But if somebody's onto us...
You've got no other alternative, George.
Well, there's always Plan B.
What's Plan B?
We tell the truth.
Are you mad?
All that happened was that you and Jane found a body.
Do you realize what untold suffering would be caused if we started telling the truth at this stage? And we think about Ronnie, he'd probably throw himself over the balcony.
That's true.
Something's missing. Sunglasses.
I think they're in his top pocket.
Probably aside from the blackmailer, no doubt. He's playing games with us, George. I imagine we'll get a note next.
A note?
And demanding money.
Oh, God. Mr. Willey, if there is a blackmailer. Oh, God! Oh! He might follow us to Ashburn.
What's the risk we're gonna have to take?
Will we?
Come on.
Oh, Mr. Willey!
What do you want?
This is for you.
What's that?
No.
No. A note?
Yes?
Who's it from?
Me.
You?
Yes?
For supplying one wheelchair, $10.
Your brother looks a little bit sick, no, Pigeon?
Fred's just passed out.
Must have been all the dancing I didn't know.
Yes, very likely.
But why is he wearing my wedding dress?
Fred's going to a wedding.
Is he? But he's only been to yours today.
Yes, it's to his older brothers now.
You have another brother?
Yes, Bert.
And, but Bert is getting married the same day as Pigeon?
Yes, but him and George are twins.
Oh, okay. Oh, God!
Dios mío. It's a little bit late to be having a wedding, no?
Well, it's being performed in conjunction with midnight mass.
I still can't find Pigeon or Jane anywhere.
Oh, buenas noches, señor.
Who the hell are you?
The richest man in the hotel.
They're hiding somewhere.
Why not go home, sleep on it, sort it out in the morning?
No, I'm gonna sort it out right now, starting with George frickin' Pigeon.
That's Dr. Livingston.
And who was that in a wheelchair?
Oh, just somebody's brother.
Whose?
Mine. Harrington Willey. Oh, Dr. Livingston. Losing them permanently. Oh, poor Harrington. His mind is completely gone.
You kind of seem to forget other people's problems when you're up to your eyes in your own.
You go home. Jane's been faithful to you. I know she has. When you go home tonight, you go up to her and say, I believe in Willey.
Mr. Willey!
Oh, I'm busy.
Mr. Willey, I would like to remind you most forcibly that when you booked into the Chateau Laurier, you intended on leaving immediately for the House of Commons.
Something popped up.
No doubt. However, I'm sure it's been dealt with, so nothing need detain you. Or Ronnie.
Don't you take that attitude with me.
Oh, the manager's got a point, Ronnie.
Well, she shouldn't allow her hotel to use for cheating in the first place.
Cheating?
Yes, Mr. and Mrs. Frickin' Pigeon.
Yes, well, Mr. Pigeon does have a lot to answer for.
He damn well does.
I just told him I want a full explanation for the damages done in 650.
And you'll get it.
Wait. You were talking to Pigeon.
By the elevator.
That frickin' pig.
Ronnie! Oh, look what you've done.
And I've also told Mr. Pigeon I want him and his wife out of the hotel immediately.
Well, Mrs. Pigeon's gone. Mr. Pigeon's on his way back. You've ruined the whole honeymoon for them.
And another thing, why is Mr. Pigeon rolling his brother around the hotel in a wheelchair?
It's for a friend. George, you see, he's gotten a little sick of too much to drink, so George is taking him home.
To Blackburn.
No, to Riverview.
Mr. Willey?
George, you're supposed to be in Ashburn right now.
He's
prison. Riverview. Who is?
The dead guy.
What the hell are you talking about?
He stood up.
Your brother Fred?
Could you leave us alone, please?
He stood up.
Who did?
The dead guy.
What?
Well, he was only drunk, surely.
Thank you.
I wanted to push him in the elevator, and he stood up.
Well, he can't have.
Why can't he?
Please. So what did you do?
I ran like hell.
So what did he do?
He went down with the elevator.
Oh my God! He's probably gonna be sick. All over reception.
Mr. Willey's come back to haunt us.
Oh, shut up. He's not dead, that's what it means.
Oh God, you think so?
Yes, and that's not good news for us.
It's great news for us.
Oh, it's good news for the dead body, but not good news for us.
Well, it means I can go home and relieve Nurse Foster of her duties.
George, do you realize that if he's alive, he can verify everything about Miss Worthington and myself? Did you see Ronnie in the hall just now?
Yep, looking pretty angry.
Okay, well, a plan can still work. He's looking for Mr. Pigeon.
I know.
But he thinks you're Dr. Livingston.
Yeah, but Dr. Livingston.
Look, I gotta find that detective before he spills the beans to Ronnie.
What?
I've told Ronnie the detective's my crazy brother Harrington.
Well, that's a change. You told everyone else he was my brother Fred.
Now, if Jack Baker were to come before I arrive.
Jack Baker?
The private detective. Just keep him here.
All right.
And if Ronnie were to come back.
What?
God help you.
Willey, I've got a complaint.
And no dinero.
No,
Adios.
Senor, wait. You. I went through mucho trouble to get this wheelchair for your brother Fred.
Well, Fred won't be needing it anymore.
But instead of finding him using it, I say going up and down the elevador.
Well, Fred's doing fine now.
Right. I'll bring it back then.
Thank you.
But I'll keep it close by for the next emergency.
Lovely.
But